the distance. He's going for speed. Oh, what's good, team? All right, before we get into it, like, where am I fit? How am I looking? Look at my t-shirt. It's sick. The only thing is, just this like collar, like it's a bit high, you know what I mean? But look at the back. Chaos, can you see it? Shit's sick. No. All right, what's going on, team? So, you're looking to build a big butt, but you're not doing these two exercises correctly. Correctly, all right? We've got these two really good ones. So, before we get into it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment. Leave a comment, talk to your boy. I need some conversation. Let's get into it. Also, check out my TikTok, check out my Instagram, check out all that good stuff because we're posting there a lot, all right? We're active in this shenanigans, but let's get to it. Oof. First exercise that we're getting into that most people do wrong. Ladies already know that you know that I know that you know what we're about to talk about. The Romanian deadlift, the RDL. Let's talk about some common mistakes. So, first common mistake has to do with our knees. Whether that be bending too much or keeping them too straight, right? We're gonna go through how to solve these problems next, but that's your first problem. Next problem is your back, right? Your back is curling like a curler, all right? And this isn't a curling video, so what are you gonna do to fix that? We'll get into that soon. Lastly is hinging too far back, all right? If you hinge too far back and you're not bracing correctly, you're gonna do your back, and not in the good way. All right, let's go through it. Let's go through our first problem with our knees. So, with a Romanian deadlift, all we want is a slight bend in our knees. Doesn't need to be excessive like this, doesn't need to be locked out like this. If your feet are locked out completely, your knees, if your knees are locked out completely, you're gonna be doing a stiff-legged deadlift. Now, this isn't a bad thing, but if you're trying to grow your butt to be huge, then this is counterproductive. Because with our legs being straight like this, you're gonna be targeting more of your hamstrings. Why? Because you're getting a greater stretch. Stand up and try it. You feel it straight away, right? If you stiff leg and hinge forward, bang, straighten your hamstrings. It's like a snake to a lizard. It's like a snake to a lizard in a tornado that's eaten by a dinosaur. Don't ask questions. That's where you're gonna feel it. Now, if it's in the opposite way and you're bending too much as you're doing your Romanian deadlift, guess what? All of a sudden you're gonna be doing a normal deadlift, which is also counterproductive to growing your ass. How do we fix this? Okay, simple fix to the problem, slight bend in the knees. Now, we don't wanna be fully straightened, we don't wanna be too bent, slight bend. Your knees shouldn't change position from here. So if you look on the side, this is all the bend you need, right? From here, we're just gonna hinge. Boom. Hinge, boom. Now, notice how I'm not locking out as I come here, or I'm not bending as I hinge. Got it good? Kind of, maybe? Good. All right, first issue solved. If you have any questions, ask me. But just to recap, if your legs are straight, hamstrings, if they're bending too much, that's a normal deadlift. We just want to have a slight bend in the knees, keep them there. Keep them there. Oh shit. Keep them there, right? All right, next issue. Okay, next issue is rounding in our back when we're doing our Romanian deadlift. Now, this is a common thing that deters people from doing an exercise like this, or even a deadlift, or something like a bent over row, right? Reason is because they don't want to hurt their back, obviously. Who wants to hurt their back? But simple fix to this, right? Here are a few cues that you can follow that'll ensure that you're keeping your back straight / flat / safe. First cue is to get your lats involved. And we do that by trying to break the bar. So, if I grab this, what I want to think about is trying to twist the bar in and break it. right? I want to snap it over my knee. Like, think about that. So while you're holding the bar, really think about snapping and bending the bar. That's your first cue. Second cue, think about your head position. Most of the time, when people round, it's because their head is flexed and they're trying to look at their feet. Instead, you should be looking at an angle, right? Or even just think about keeping your head neutral the whole time, right? But if that's a bit too difficult, aim for a diagonal vision. Last cue that you can use to fix it is when you're here, instead of having your chest closed and caved in, think about trying to point it to the ceiling. That'll straight away flatten your back out, right? So, just to recap, break the bar, eyes in a diagonal, chest to the ceiling. Bang. Now you have a straight back. Good job. Oh, nice work. Finally, simple tip, watch yourself do it or record yourself do it. And that way you'll be able to see, is my back flat? Oh, yep, it is. Is this one flat? Oh, no, it's not. I'm a curled camel with a broken back. But now you can do your Romanian deadlifts or row safely. True? So true. All right. Last issue, let's do it. And finally, our last issue, bending too far back or hinging too far back. Now, the problem with this is if you hinge too far back, you're gonna start to feel it in your lower back, right? Too far equals lower back, far out the window because you broke it, because it's in the bin. But yes, hinging too far, trying to push your butt too far to the wall will bust your back. So, best way to fix this is think about keeping the bar on a straight path, right? So it should come straight down and straight up. And try not to overcompensate by pushing your butt back, right? Because if we push it too far back, it's gonna deviate from this line, right? We also wanna keep the bar close to our legs though. So you need to find the equal balance. Record yourself and also feel it, right? You don't need a heavy weight to be able to feel something. So feel it. If it's in your butt and it's not in your back, you're doing a good job, all right? You're doing good. Now, let's go through what the exercise should look like now. You ready? All right, let's do it. Okay, so if you don't know already, the RDL starts from the top position here, not from the bottom. So, to get it up here, grab shoulder width distance, bring your shins to the bar. Remember, vision up, break the bar, chest to the ceiling, lift. From here, soft knees, remember our knee problem? Soft knees, lock them in. From here, we're hinging back and keeping the bar close to your shins and legs the whole time, right? The whole way through. Take it slow on the way down and then shoot up. Squeeze your butt at the top. That's what's gonna get your growth, right? Slow eccentric, stretch your butt and squeeze it at the top. Really clench them, you know what I mean? And again, go through the movement slowly. Try not to bend too far back. Keep that bar on a straight path. So, if you look from the side, the bar doesn't deviate from this straight line here. Understand, understood? Very good. All right. Second exercise that you're probably doing wrong or not doing at all to build your ass. Let's go. Next really underrated butt exercise are step-ups. Now, this is a really good alternative if you don't like doing Bulgarian split squats, which is this one, right? Reason that is because these are both single leg movements. And you wouldn't think it, but this is actually a really good booty blaster, I guess you could call it. So, the way to do this, one foot up, bring your other foot really close to the box. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag it up as we lean forward. Straight away, you're gonna feel it tense in your ass, right? The reason this is because we're leaning forward over our bent leg. By doing this, we're already putting our butt in that stretch position. As we lean over, we're stretching that glute muscle. Then by dragging it up, we're dragging our other foot up. We're making sure that we're not just pushing off with this leg too. Make sense? Good, all right. Common problems with this or Bulgarian split squats is either being too upright, like this. Simple fix to that. By leaning over, this is what's gonna engage your glute and it's gonna help with that balance, right? Same thing with your Bulgarian split squats. If you're not leaning over, you're not hitting your ass. Simple logic, right? Next tip is with our step ups in particular, we might have a really good contracting phase and then we just drop down really fast. So we push up really well and then we just drop down fast. Do not be this person, please, I beg. Control your eccentrics. Remember, this is our like motto here, right? Control your eccentrics. So push, control it on the way down. Oh, your butt's gonna be huge if you're doing these, trust me. Same thing with our split squats, right? And then we're just dropping down and then we're pushing, dropping down and pushing. You're losing gains. Slow it down, lean forward, then push. Slow it down, lean forward, then push. I highly recommend you give this exercise a shot. Now, if this is too easy to do body weight, which don't underestimate it, grab a pair of dumbbells and just hold them on the side. So again, foot here, other foot in close, drag it up, control it on the way down. And your butt will be cooked and huge too. And that officially does it for our 2 exercises that we either do wrong or don't even do at all. I highly recommend that you try that step up and really control it. Oh, you feel it straight away. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. It helps me more than you could know. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Oos!